It's a state the world. Hello, everybody. As the title says, we only have about an hour to finish this game. A little over an hour. I need to be leaving by like 4:50, and it's 3:05. But I'm gonna try and finish the game. Emphasis on try. Because who knows, every single time I think I'm close to the end, there's more. But if I don't finish it this stream, that is a bummer. I did not go to sleep because I was like, I don't want to wake up. But I was unfortunately very, very busy yesterday. Just getting everything set up to finally go on vacation. So bit unfortunate. I wanted to stream, did not get the chance, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, let's go. Alan Wake 2.
I brought Saga Anderson into this story to help me escape. She succeeded. It cost her everything. I'd used Alex Casey in my writing for years. The real Casey had been drawn here because of that. Now he was a victim too. Saga, Casey, Alice, all this horror originates from me. It's my fault. Scratch had to be stopped. I've driven down this road before. Been driving on it forever.
Deep. Hashtag deep.
If Scratch had brought the dark...
We saw this.
This is not what I expected.
This motherfucker is a home run!
The hell?
Return has readers on the edge of their seats.
Like eerily silent.
I had to get the last copy of the book.
A spellbinding tour de force.
Turn is sold out. God damn it.
Return
The novel begins as a murder mystery, but pulls the rug out from under and turns into an all-out supernatural horror.
Damn, that's crazy.
The tragedy of Saga losing her family is a blatant commentary on a woman's struggle to balance her personal and professional lives.
Oh my
Because of
god.
their similarities to the Watari brothers.
Jesus Christ. This guy is never wearing clothes.
Setting the trilogy's exciting conclusion at Deerfest. Oh, makes Return a genre-bending mixture of fact and fiction.
Well, there's the float.
Where do I sign up to live at the Valhalla nursing home? Its residents are laugh out loud funny!
Meta. Very meta. How the fuck do I get a copy of the book?
The gut-wrenching ending in which Saga is left to die in the lake is modern horror at its finest!
I need a fucking book.
Wake deftly tricks the reader into believing the cult of the tree is the story's antagonist.
Return is an early contender for a
Oh,
Saga and
God,
Casey
her
will go
voice.
down as literature's best law enforcement duo.
It's too meta.
I didn't
I can't
understand
handle
what
it.
was going on half the time, but I love it.
Based Norman. Actual based Norman. Oh, there we go.
I could see the round windows of the writer's room in the photo. That's where I had to go. To rewrite the ending of Return.
It's a sick, sick story, and I love it. A book to die for.
Shit.
Oh, God.
I could get out through the back. I had the book now. I could write my ending to Return. I had to get to the writer's room to stop this horror story.
And how exactly are we doing that?
This was an obsessive, egocentric nightmare, all revolving around a vain monster of a writer and his final divine work of art, the novel Return come true. It wouldn't stop here. It would keep spreading.
This is getting quite meta.
I had to find another way inside.
Couldn't get through to the basement. I suppose I did open this over here. Maybe it's still open? We could just go into the front door. This is also not open. Okay. I suppose the only answer then would be to go through the wellness center.
Alice? What was that? Alice was dead. Was this a trap? Or was Scratch torturing me?
Why not both? Well, we sent her the pictures, right? So it's got to be something with the pictures that we sent her in the dark place. That still has not come to fruition. Oh, fuck my ass.
Fuck! Oh. Fuck off!
Fuck off.
Got the fuck up! Fuck!
He's going wacky mode. Oh, I thought he was gone. He's not.
Get your butt in here, Alan. It's safe here.
Oh my god, Rose. I never thought I'd be so happy to see you.
We're safe in the light, Alan. For now. But he's very pushy.
Rose, right? From the diner. How are you here?
I'm here to save you, silly. I got your instructions. I found every hidden message you left for me. In the radio, in the wind, in the forums on my Alan Wake fan site.
What? No, Rose, I haven't been leaving you any messages.
Oh, I get it. Yes, Alan, only a crazy person would think you've been leaving them secret messages. Wink. But now you need to get your butt upstairs, Alan. This shit won't right itself, no matter what William Shakespeare said.
Right. Thank you, Rose. I'll do what I can.
Mwah. Give her a kiss. Mwah. Alice is dead. She killed herself. You can kiss her. Give her a little
Upstairs.
kiss.
The writer's room must be in the attic. That's where the windows were.
Ah, that's what the swirly was. There's a swirly to the left.
We'll loop around and come together, Tom. I have put everything ready for the visitors. I'll come to wash the floor of your room next. All you need is water and Vileda. Water is the oldest bulb. Water finds its way. What water brings, it takes away. It can be clean or dirty. It can keep life or drown it.
Ahti. I didn't expect to see you here, but it makes sense. Can you help me find my way? One last time.
Now there's a devil in the fish trap. Don't be spooked by it so that shit won't start beating your underpants.
What?
Okay, I'll get the door open.
That one's
for
a bit
you,
much
Tom.
even for you, Audie. Not gonna lie.
There you go. The matter is a stake. Now comes the end of the rhyme.
Thank you, Ahti.
Ahti. Man, I'm gonna miss Mr. Momo. I've never been away from him this long. I'm gonna be away from Momo for a week. Feels so wrong.
I was here. I needed to write the ending. I only had one chance to get this right. Return's ending was an eternal Deerfest that would keep spreading. Given time, Scratch would plunge the world into his nightmare. I had to stop that from happening. I had to write one more chapter for Return. I needed an ending that took everything already in Return and extended it into a conclusion that would save us. Only the perfect ending would work. A perfect ending that would save us all. I was the only one who could write it. Everything depended on this. On me. Any second now, Scratch would burst through that door to stop me. Every plot thread dangled in my brain. It suddenly felt impossible. Something stirred in the room, coming to me. An idea.
In a horror story,
The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there's only victims and monsters. If there is Arrow, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
I won't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone.
The ending will have to be dark no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
The scales always need to balance.
The dark horror ending: to save them all, the hero must pay the price.
Something felt different. I'd never seen myself in a vision before, but it fit. Saga and I were both at the center of this story. She was now my co-author. This was the beginning of the end. We were characters in a horror story, charging blindly towards the finale. We still didn't have everything we needed. This would not work without the clicker.
Oh no. We still don't have everything we need. Which means there's more! The game that never ends, baby. Huge. Absolutely massive. Truly a game that never ends.
No!
What's going on? Am I in the field office? No. It's the mine place. My work. It's all gone. What the hell is happening? Nothing's working. I can't think straight. Where is everything? I can't sense anyone.
My God.
I can't leave. Why can't I leave?
The Dark Presence took over Casey, stole the clicker from me. The last thing I remember is him throwing me into Cauldron Lake.
I'm in the dark place. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do.
That wasn't me. Was it? What? Failed who? What's happening to the case board?
Getting nade. Other saga.
The board says I failed them. Who's them?
I let everyone down. Logan, Casey, myself. This is my fault. My daughter is dead. My partner was taken over by a monster. I'm trapped in the dark place. Powerless.
I'm not powerless. What is happening here? This isn't me. Logan.
I neglected my family for my job. I was too thrilled by the cases, the mysteries. I liked how dangerous the work was. And now that danger has destroyed my family. It killed my daughter. No.
Casey.
Casey depended on me, and I let him down. I wasn't watching his back. I got wrapped up chasing the wrong lead. He needed me. Now he's turned into a monster.
He needed me.
I am a terrible mother. I let my daughter die.
God damn.
Scratch took Casey, and it's my fucking fault.
Damn, dude. What the fuck? This shit's getting dark.
I'm a failure. This is what I deserve.
The story.
My life, my family is just part of a book. Another white asshole deciding what I get to do, how I get to do it.
Okay.
He
that's
took
kinda
my
cringe.
daughter from me.
I'll never be free of this story from him.
Why did
He
this
used her.
he being white have to do with anything? Like, okay. That's a little cringe, but alright. I'd understand if they had talked about her having some sort of racist background or something, like she was denied positions because she's black or something, but that's never once been spoken, and then they just kind of be like, another white bastard. It's like, oh, okay, well. A little cringe.
She's not dead. God damn it.
Jesus. I wish they didn't say that. That kind of just took me out of the moment, to be honest.
No! I'm done with this. It just keeps coming back.
Something's very fucking wrong here.
You don't say. I mean, I don't have anything else.
Scratch. He's using Casey now. Like he used Wake. This case. This room. Is any of it even real? Casey was hurt. I should have been watching his back. Night Springs. Logan and David love that show. Their weekly ritual. I never should have trusted these.
Which is a prank.
Casey was being corrupted and I did nothing. Scratch was Wake. How could I miss that?
I don't know. I think we were all kind of calling that one on keep it real.
This isn't...
Idiot,
What?
idiot, idiot, idiot.
Wait, what? What's happening?
This is interesting.
What is this?
It's kind of cool. I wish I wasn't just fucking taken out of it by the weird, like, I just don't really understand why everything always has to be about race and things. Like, I was actually going to give the game props for having a black character that never says anything about, like, oh, it's because I'm black, or oh, these fucking white people. You know, I was actually legitimately gonna give the game props in my review. It was gonna be an extra, like, pro about the game. And then, like, right at the end there, they just, out of nowhere, just throw it all, another white bastard. It's like, what? Bro, imagine if you're playing as Alan Wake, right? Imagine you're playing Alan Wake, and he goes, oh, another black bitch. Do you know how fucking, like, triggered people would get? Oh my god, dude, they would lose their mind.
It feels like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Stuck in an echo chamber with all my fears, my doubts, my insecurities. What the hell? What's happening to me?
Yeah, I don't know. I just really don't like it.
I spent too much time away from Logan.
I've had it with you cultist maniacs.
I never should have left Casey at the hotel by himself.
Just not a fan of when stuff like gets racist when there's like no reason. Like I said, if they had made it so like Saga had a history of like maybe she was denied positions or denied advancements because she's black, okay, that then makes sense. It fits into her story. They've never once said anything.
Logan.
Though.
The horror story used her. The cult was just the beginning of the spiral. It was so obvious the Koskela brothers were behind the cult.
How funny. Right when I was talking about making a video about being woke and politically correct and stuff.
There's no way out.
Didn't expect to see it in this game, I'll be honest.
That's not... No. Come on. I hate this, but it's all true. I had tried to silence these thoughts, focus on the case, but I can't escape them anymore. I'm drowning. I need a way out before I'm dragged under. Shit! I can't do this.
Whoa!
I hate it here.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Oh, that was such a good scare. That was so good. That was so smartly done. Like, they literally spend 30 hours making you think that this is your safe place, and then they throw that in there. Dude, no one would ever expect that. Holy hell. Man, that was a good scare. I forgive her for calling me a white bastard.
No. There has to be a way out. I need a way out. Oh God. None of this is real. I've lost it. I'm not even here. The mind place isn't real. A case about supernatural darkness. I'm having a full-on psychotic break. I dragged Logan away to a tin can in Watery. She's dead because of me. There has to be a way out. I need a way out. It's over. There's no point trying. Everything is lost. There's no way out. No way to fix this. There's no way out. I'm stuck here forever. Just me and my past. My guilt. My mistakes. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm stuck. But this is my mind place. My mind. Everything I need is here. It has to be. Oh! The lights! No. No. I'm not giving up. Focus, Saga. The answers I need are here somewhere. I just have to look. My badge.
Every game has a quota for it now. Actually, like, probably true. I mean, honestly. There's a lot of... I don't know, it doesn't really, like, bother me. It just can kind of take me out of the game.
Stop blaming yourself, Anderson. A knife in the arm is just part of the job. If you're gonna keep fussing, you can get the hell out. Look, leave the whiskey.
Scratch was too much for us. I should have made KC stay behind.
I saw this online and it made me think of you. Okay, what are you doing? Don't make a big deal out of it, Mom. No hugs, no hugs. Hey, Mom. I made you a charm bracelet for good luck. I made a matching one for me, so bring me back something cool from Washington.
No. I'm not reading anymore.
Yeah, I'm not reading anymore,
I am
bitch.
honored by this award. Thank you. While our agency must continue to improve, the work we do here, protecting communities, pursuing the truth, it's the most important work there is.
Yeah, it's nothing that like makes me angry or, you know, upset or anything. It's just one of those things that can like, when it just pops out of nowhere like that, it can absolutely just take you out of the experience.
Hey. Just calling to say thanks for your note. Oh, sometimes I just get in my head too much. So, thanks for pulling me out. You're really the best, Mom. Really. Okay. Talk soon.
Anderson, look, after Miranda left, it was, well, I was in a bad place. You dragging me to those dinners at your house with your family, it really, meant a lot.
Aww.
Thank you.
Aww. Where the fuck would this go?
No. This is all real. I know it is. The FBI will kick me out. I'll have nothing. What the fuck? I can't do this! Logan isn't anyone's plot device. She's my daughter. And she's not dead. Dead! She's dead! It's not too late. I can still save them. No matter what I do, someone will get hurt. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid. I'm my own worst enemy. The fears in my head are stopping me from trying. From leaving. I can't do this.
If only she had a shred of emotion on that fucking face of hers. She's just standing there like, as she's apparently having this like mental breakdown.
I can't let this place make me question myself. I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Shit. Our job is dangerous. Casey himself told me that. It's no one's fault. Fault! It is! It's okay to be afraid. But I can't let this end here. I can't! I just want it to stop! Giving up won't make this stop. Logan needs me. Casey needs me. God damn it!
So how do I leave?
I'm so close. The dark place wants me to hate myself. But I just need to get inside my own head. I've made mistakes. I'll make more. But I can do better. And I can start by leaving this room. I'm afraid it will hurt. But nothing will hurt more than not trying to save them. It will hurt. But I will fight. Fuck! The dark place tried to trap me here. The only way to leave is facing it head on. Wake called it a nightmare. I need to dive into that nightmare and find a way back home.
Case closed, bitch. Hasta luego, fuckers.
Saga, wake up.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me. Hello?
It's me again. You need to go to the statue at Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
It's Alice.
Agent Anderson. Is that really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Warland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... Well, it feels like a long time now.
Who is this Dorr person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
Her dad.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there are many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Dorr finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Dorr brought me here to keep you from reading it. Here. I'm gonna keep looking for Dorr. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Warland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
Construction yard. Where the fuck is the construction yard? Okay. Not that way. The answer's not that way. Uh-oh. Start giving me stuff. Oh, been a minute since we were here.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
You let me drown! You pushed me!
Enough already.
Enough already, please.
The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington? There's the shoebox.
Yeah, okay. Relax, bud.
The phone again.
I have at most like an hour more I can play. At most, that's like really pushing it.
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here? Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew.
Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
So the ending has to be earned. Set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
That's not true for all horror, though.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in this story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
This part, I like the concept, but the actual execution, like them speaking and stuff, it just feels kind of clunky and weird, and it's almost like when you watch like a voice acting, or you watch a show and the voice actors like weren't actually in the same room with one another, you know? So they're like just saying their lines. And it just feels like two people saying their lines but not actually having a conversation. It just feels strange.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
She just wants him to be a hero so he'll take the L. She's like, yeah, now you have to pay the price, by the way. You're the hero.
Will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too.
Optimistic thinking.
Caldera Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
I don't know if I'll have to fight people, but, you know, better safe than sorry.
I wish you weren't my mom. I hate you.
Secret still there's no escape. No escape. Escape. There's no escape.
Ow.
I know the words. Secret words.
Ouchie. Wow, you're ganky. Oh, my gun sucks. Why didn't Alan just do that? Just fucking walk out the fountain.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker. And the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here. This darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold. Past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
Casey?
The end. Scratch! Now! A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on! Come on!
What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
The hell are they gonna call the game now? Can't call it Alan Wake. It's gonna be called fucking Saga Anderson. Bitch can't even say her own name right. You're gonna name it after her?
Is it over? Anderson?
Sam Lake, Sam Lake, Sam Lake.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and something happened there.
Jesse?
After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness. The same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place.
What?
That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you. So that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension. Light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see. The light you need to see. Until you're ready. Alan. I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
It sure is. So you watch Yotinyon too. Okay, Alan's not dead. I was gonna say, how fucking lame, bro. Not to be that guy talking about political correctness, but just saying. Does seem to be sort of a narrative that is being pushed lately. We can turn on the light. It does sort of seem like a narrative that's being pushed lately where you have white male protagonists and then they are killed off or retired or whatever to make, you know, X minority protagonist. I was like, okay, are they really gonna do that too? Like, that would be kind of cringe. Is there no New Game Plus? That's kind of crazy. There's no New Game Plus at all. If I just do continue. I actually do have time to do the review.
Plaza is back through the subway.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. No New Game Plus. And no harder difficulty. Well, that's a little lame, not gonna lie. I hope they would have learned their lesson from Alan Wake 1. Alright, well, I think we actually do have time to do a review. But am I gonna be able to... I'm not really gonna have time to do anything if I do a review. Because I'll have to edit a thumbnail, I'd have to edit the video, yada yada. Is she trapped in the dark place? To my understanding, it just reset again. So, like, what we just experienced, all of the, essentially all of the game was, like another loop. So, Alan is getting, like, closer and closer and closer to actually winning. And that was the closest that they got to winning. To my, like, that's my understanding of it, at least. So you would assume that it would be like all the other times, you know, because time doesn't pass, like, for the dark place like it does in reality. So you would assume that it's like all of the other times that he got, like, that he looped through the game, right? But all right, here are my thoughts. I'm not going to, like, this is just going to be like my initial final impressions, if that makes sense. I do really like the game. I think it's quite good. I definitely think it loses points for having no New Game Plus and having no harder difficulty. I think that is kind of an L. I'm really surprised by that. That's sort of a staple now in survival horror games. So, if you make a survival horror game and you do not have a New Game Plus, and you don't have, like, a new harder difficulty, at the very least a new harder difficulty so you can do another playthrough, then you're really limiting people's, like, replay value of your game, right? Especially, like, for someone like me that just played through on hard mode. Well, that's it. I just 100% the game on hard mode, and that's all. So, I think that's kind of an L. And it's sort of a weird, like, trend I'm seeing in games where they're launching without New Game Plus and then they, like, add New Game Plus later. It's really weird to me. But I think the graphics are great. I think the voice acting is pretty good. Saga's voice acting can definitely be lackluster sometimes, and that British accent just creeps in every now and then. That kind of pulls you out a little bit. I think Alan is obviously voice acted very, very, very well, though. I really like Saga's gameplay, and I think her story is really interesting. I really, really like Alan's story, but his gameplay is not as compelling. I like the whole concept of like you can rewrite the scene with information that you're gathering in order to change the world, right? And navigate to new areas and find secrets and stuff. I actually really like that gameplay aspect of the game. It's not necessarily like something that's fresh or new, but it is like interesting and it fits well within the confines of the narrative that they've created. However, I'm not a big fan of the combat in his area. I don't really like fighting the shadow enemies. I think it's a little annoying to have to kind of guess and check. Like, oh, is this shadow dude gonna attack me? No. Is this shadow dude gonna attack me? No. Is this shadow dude gonna attack me? No. Oh, fuck, I was wrong. He attacked me. You know, like, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. But at the same time, I had so many resources. Like, at the end of the game, in the final area, I had over 200 handgun rounds. I had, like, 70 or 80 shotgun shells. I had, like, 35 or 40 hunting rifle bullets. You know, I had like probably 40 heals. Like I just had like an absurd amount of stuff. So, you know, that's why I would have liked a harder difficulty personally. But yeah, I really like the gameplay of Sagas, and I think Sagas like everything is really, really good actually. I really like it. I like that you can kind of bounce between them and play them in whatever order that you want. I enjoy that. I think that's pretty smart. So that way, if people do prefer one character, they can kind of treat it like, oh, yeah, this is my little momentary, like, moment of reprieve from playing the character I don't really like. But I think that's a smart way of doing things. In terms of cons, the performance every now and then, like, struggled pretty hard. Like, for the most part, it was really good. Like, 80 to 90 FPS with, you know, most settings on high. The game's absolutely gorgeous. So, like, I'm okay with those types of frame rates if the game looks as good as this one does. But then, like, towards the end of the game, it started dropping. So that was a little strange. I think some of the puzzles are a little... I mean, they're self-aware about it, but, like, the math puzzles... I was like, dude, I don't want to have to, like, grab a pen and paper so I can do an algebra problem in order to open this crate and get 3 shotgun shells and, like, a med kit. Like, it's a little silly. And, I mean, they were self-aware, you know, in the note inside. It's like, dude, I don't want to take a fucking math test to get supplies. What if it's an emergency? You know, but I've always said this. Just because you're self-aware about the mistake that you're making or the bad game design or whatever that you're making, it doesn't make it okay. And this was something I talked about a lot, and I think it was Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8, they did a lot of, like, whenever they would do something stupid, Ethan would comment about it, and he'd be like, oh man, this is so dumb. And it's like, okay, that means that the writers know that it's dumb. That's why they're writing that line in. So just don't do it. You know? Like, don't do it if you know it's dumb. But yeah, so some of the puzzles I wasn't the biggest fan of. But overall, I think the level design is really good. I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that it's like several very large zones. I was pleasantly surprised by that. I like how they slowly unlocked more of the zones as the story progressed. It's like, oh, now this place is no longer flooded, so you can, explore a little bit more. I like the Mind Palace and the case board and all of that, and just the seamless ability to kind of navigate between the two, and the fact that you're not safe when you're in the Mind Palace, in normal life. I actually really like that. That was a cool gameplay decision. And technically, obviously, very impressive as well. So yeah, overall, I really do like the game. If I had to give it a rating, I do think it dropped a little bit for me towards the end. It was hovering at around a 9, basically the entire time. And then towards the end, I'm not gonna lie, it did fall apart a little bit. Like, I did enjoy what they were trying to do with Saga kind of trapped in the dark place, but I felt like she was trapped in her mind palace, and then she just got to leave. Like, she just left, And I don't know, it's like, oh yeah, Alan, he has a lot of experience fighting this, and he was trapped there for 13 years. In fact, he's still trapped there, right? As it's revealed at the end, he's still trapped there. He's trapped there for 13 years, and Saga she just gets thrown in. She shows up. She has a little bit of a little mental dilemma, and then she just leaves. And like, where are Tor and Odin? Right? Like, Tor and Odin went in after her. Where are they? Like, that whole end section of the game just felt super rushed. Which, listen, I'm not, like, it's a little ironic I'm complaining about that when I was scrambling to finish the game. But, still, I would prefer that section to be elongated so it makes sense, and I just end up not finishing the game in time before I have to leave, right? Because that would lead to the better game, the better product. So I thought that was, I don't know, a little strange. I thought it was a little rushed at the end there. But overall, I had a really good time. I'd say it's probably like an 8.5 for me. I think it's great. I do. I think it's great. I don't think it's quite like amazing me. There are parts that are amazing, but I think overall, because of sort of a botched ending, in my opinion, the ending does fall a little flat. I think the Scratch reveal was like really good. Like, Scratch reveal, chef's kiss. Really, really, really good. And then I think after that, and after the Scratch boss fight, that's when it kind of started to fall apart a little bit. Funny enough, right when it's like, hey, do all the side stuff now because you won't be able to. Once it said that, that's when the game kind of started to go downhill a little bit. So everything before that, I think, was really good, like amazing, like 9. There were points where I was like, maybe this is a 9.5. Like, it was actually really, really good. And then, yeah, after just that whole kind of finale, it's like, what happened with Tor and Odin? The second fight against Scratch, kind of mid, not gonna lie. It's just like, Scratch can look at the Iskala brother, right? He can look at him and literally teleport inside him and blow him to pieces in a split second. But when he's fighting Saga, he's just like slowly walking at her. It's like, okay. I don't know. A little silly. But yeah, overall, I think that the game is it's still great. I think it's still really good. Of course, I'm going to be biased because, one, I enjoy Alan Wake. I enjoy Alan Wake 1. I enjoy Control. And 2, I'm going to be biased because I love survival horror. Like, Survival horror is always going to be my shit. But yeah. Plans going forward. So plans going forward are pretty simple. When we get back, we're going to be, which will be next Thursday. So, won't be back until next Thursday. But when we do get back, we're going to be testing out Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat, which they just had the combat cast. And he looks phenomenal. He looks really, really good. If you haven't seen his gameplay trailer, I'm going to play it because it's really fucking good.
The realms are mine.
It's really good, dude. Think, Mark.
Inspiring future generations to oppose you.
Oh man, Raiden's so nice. Too bad he's gonna get his ass beat. He's about to get nay-nayed. Tremor also looks pretty cool, but Omni-Man's where it's at. Punch, punch. God, he looks fucking sick. Bruh.
Highly doubt a blind swordsman can kill me.
Tento and I are more than meets the eye.
I wonder what his gear is gonna be. Like, what the fuck is his gear gonna change for his outfits? God, he looks so good. Yeah, this is gonna be the new main, by the way. See ya, Shao.
The cocky one. You're about to be humbled.
By a man in a cape? I do not think
Okay, bro, you can't really be talking. You have a fucking ponytail. I'd rather wear a cape than a ponytail, brother. I mean, let's be real. God, he looks so fucking sick. It's not even funny. And he has Ultra Instinct. He just dodges everything like a Chad. God, he looks fucking sick. Oh, I didn't realize that's a launcher if you exit. That's interesting. Yeah, he just casually beats your fucking face in. You know, just beats your face in. And this is probably the best fatality in the game. This fatality is goated. Literally just the invincible train scene. Yeah. It's incredible.
Fatality. Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
Yeah. This one sucks, though. That's lame. It'll be weird to see Homelander. And John Cena. John Cena's gonna be fucking weird, dude. Not gonna lie. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing Omni-Man when we get back. We're gonna be playing Call of Duty. Which that'll be interesting. I haven't played Call of Duty in a fat minute, especially on console. That's gonna be a fucking console pleb. But yeah. We finished the game. And with time to spare. I don't have to actually leave for another like 30 minutes. So I'm like, I could play something, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm already packed and everything, so I think I'm just gonna chill a little bit. Enjoy some time with Momo. Since I'm about to say goodbye to him for a week, and you're not even gonna realize I'm gone, I'm sure, because he's a little retard, and he's just happy if anybody takes care of him. I honestly think he has no allegiance whatsoever. If you give him food, he will just love you. Jesus, man. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe he actually does know who I am. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he even realizes like I'm his father. But anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic week. Hopefully I will as well. I don't get COVID from being in the airport surrounded by nasty people or something. And yeah, I'll be excited to come back next Thursday and play something. Unfortunately, I wanted to record some videos and stuff, but I just didn't really like any of the takes that I had for any of the videos. So there's actually going to be 0 content for a week, which I don't even remember the last time I did that. Like, I always try and do something, whether it's scheduling a video or, you know, streaming or whatever. I try and do something, but nothing for a week. So hope you all have a great one. Just some random guy that had hair, didn't have hair, now has hair. Yep, that's probably how he sees me. Not gonna lie. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Have a good week. Bye-bye.